Medicare is the cornerstone of healthcare for older Americans, but it can also be very confusing. In the next few minutes, we'll break it down into something simpler, clear, and useful. Medicare is a federal health insurance program, primarily for people 65 or older, and certain younger individuals with disabilities. It began in 1965 as part of the Social Security Act under President Lyndon B. Johnson. Today it provides quality care for millions of Americans. But how does it work?
First of all, AB, Part A and Part B, is referred to as Original Medicare. That was the genesis. That's where it all began. With A primarily being hospitalization. For the most part, most Americans don't pay anything for the Part A. Then you have what we refer to as your Part B. Now the Part B is a little tricky. That's for your doctors. And most people pay about $185 for that. Every year it goes up, I'd say between $7 and $10 a month on that. So what's important about that also is the Part B. Remember, I don't know if we alluded to the IRMA. That's the Part B and the Part D, which you'll get to, is subject to potential IRMA tax, which is if you make more money. So, and also depends if you're single or married, but if the more money you make, the more money you're going to pay on that Part B. It can go for an extra $545 a month. Part C is your Medicare Advantage plan. And the way I describe Part C to folks is kind of, if you figure it like an umbrella plan, of which the umbrella is your Part C, of which you have your A, your B, and your D all included in that. You can get a Medicare Advantage plan without a Part D component. For instance, a lot of veterans don't need a Part D plan because they have creditable coverage through what's referred to as the VA. Now, Part D is, for most Americans, that's for your pharmacy. From 2024 to 2025, there was a huge disruption because they reduced the maximum out of pocket on your Part D from $8,000 a year to $2,000, which affected everything across the board, affected everything. So, I found that the smaller companies were a little more nimble in managing that, whereas the big behemoth companies, they had a little more difficult time in trying to keep the prices lower. Now we have another challenge coming up with the big beautiful bill, of which there are going to be some issues on Medicare that is going to be every year it seems like there's some sort of disruption, of which people are moving in their plans in and out. So those are the primary four parts, A, B, C, and D.
Clearly, Medicare is a fairly robust medical plan, but there are important items it does not cover, including long-term care, dental and vision, among other things. This is where Medigap, Medicare Supplement, or Medicare Advantage can help fill the gaps. We talk more about these programs in our next video, so stay tuned. In the meantime, it's important to note the timelines involved with Medicare.
If you are new to Medicare, okay, your enrollment period starts 3 months before the month of your birthday. So if your birthday is in April, you may enroll starting January. And then also the month of your birthday and 3 months after. There's a lot of people out there who are 65, okay, and still working, okay? And so therefore, they're staying on their company healthcare plan, which is fine. Why pay $185 or more on your Part B when you're only paying maybe $100 or $50 for your company plan, and also it's including your spouse. So it's okay to not enroll in your Part B and your Part D at that point in time, as long as you have what's referred to as creditable coverage. Now, if you don't have creditable coverage and you don't enroll in the Part B and Part D as well, then you're looking at a penalty which would be assessed when you finally do enroll into it, and it'll last for the rest of your life. Now, once you're in Medicare, the main thing that we're looking at as far as enrollment goes is the annual enrollment period. And that starts the 15th of October and goes through December 7th. That's when you can make changes inside for your Part D plan and your Medicare Advantage plan.
Now, it's important to note these dates because missing deadlines can lead to penalties, particularly for Parts B and D. Keep in mind, Medicare is not a one-size-fits-all proposition. Understanding the parts, deadlines, and coverage options empowers you to choose the plan that fits your health needs and budget. Coach Pete and the team at Capital Financial are ready to help plan for retirement and implement strategies to make your savings last. Take advantage of the no-cost, no-obligation financial review to understand the ins and outs of your retirement plan. A customized plan based on your wants and needs. Contact us today. Also, be sure to like and subscribe to this channel for more retirement help.